Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of our Creating in Exandria series.
You, I'm sorry, you sounded so dejected. Hi,
You did.
everyone.
You sounded like somebody punched you in the face
I
right
mean,
before you
come on.
started it.
Come on, keep rolling. We're keeping it. Keep rolling.
uh Alright, well as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Welcome to episode 6 of our Creating in Exandria series. I'm Kyle, one of our players for the campaign. Before we get started, just, like always, want to let everyone know we do have a merch store, so if you like supporting the channel, you can check that out at shopcreatingafterdark.com. As well as, if you missed part of this episode, it will be uploaded to YouTube on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find all the links for this stuff below. With that being said, I do think we are ready to hand it over to the DM and get started playing.
So, to recap, you have broken into a home, the group of you other than Reginald. You've
yes.
broken into a home.
No. Let's
Broken
get it
into
straight.
a trapdoor.
It wasn't a home. It was an abandoned building.
Yes, you broke into an abandoned building. There we go.
That's
You
better.
broke into a trapdoor, which responded to Mateo, and then proceeded to kill several hooded figures of dwarven size.
To be fair, they attacked us first. It's self-defense.
Come on. Really? You're breaking and entering, dude. That's the same defense.
As of right now, you know that one of these hooded figures escaped deeper into a tunnel outletting from this basement. And other than that, you are surrounded by one unconscious person and I believe 3 corpses.
Cool.
Best day ever.
Yeah. Should we wake him up? Anybody have a way to do that?
Varen looks up. If I do it, he probably dies.
Mateo?
Is it possible for Mateo to first use some hempen rope to tie this guy or this person?
Absolutely. Without too much
Okay.
trouble, you tie him up.
All right. And then Mateo will use his healing hands to give him some HP and hopefully wake him up.
All right. Pretty quickly, the figure lulls back to consciousness, looking up towards each of you with keen eyes. For you, Mateo, when his eyes fall upon you, there's a strange glow behind the pupil that is familiar.
And I squint to see if I can discern what's
Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Investigation. I rolled a 10.
All right. It looks like what you see sometimes when you look in the mirror.
In that case, Mateo will immediately kind of be surprised and say, are you one of them?
He isn't saying anything. He's just watching keenly without making any noise.
In that case, Mateo will use his telepathic speech ability. And form a telepathic link between my mind and his and speak into his mind and say, are you one of them?
As you say that, you feel not a voice fill your mind, but pictures, images of a figure cloaked mostly in darkness, making strange noises, and him understanding them as commands. Then you hear his voice. I am not one of them, though I wish to be. You are a lucky one.
Why am I a lucky one?
Because you will be one of them. The eyes belying a smirk that he is not showing on his face.
I do not wish to be one of them. Do you
That
know
is
the way
not
to-
your choice.
It will be. And can Mateo ask him, do you know of a way to get rid of it?
As you say that, you hear laughter fill your mind. The idea of wanting to get rid of something like that, comical to him.
What if we trade places? You become one of them and I don't.
His voice fills your mind once more. He says, "It's not so easy as giving away that gift you received. Once you are chosen, it does not leave until you are one of them."
It's no gift. It's death. I don't wish to partake in this in death at all.
At about this point, Varen, kind of still weapon at the ready, shield up, looking around the room. Maybe we should get out of here? I mean, unless you're wanting to go into that tunnel, but that seems like an even worse idea when we're down a man.
Maybe we should ask him some questions first before we go. You know, who is he? What does he want? Why is he down here? That kind of thing.
Mateo would like to continue questioning him, like telepathically.
As this is happening, I'm just talking to the guy.
Yeah, because I mean, I assume.
I have no idea. I have no idea they're talking.
Yeah, not at all.
Mateo will ask him, where did the others go and what do they know?
He tells you in your mind, they went back to him, the master. I want to go back.
Is your master one of them?
You hear a resounding sigh of relief and happiness as he says yes. Just the thought of that being making him feel safe.
Mateo will look at Ozzy. Ozzy.
Huh?
I don't know how to put this. I might have to go.
Okay. I mean, it is a creepy house. I get that.
Oh no, you don't understand. I might have to go and find out where that came from.
I mean, the worst thing could happen with that.
Ogden?
Yeah.
How strong are you?
Pretty strong, but not exactly a one-man army. What do you need?
Well, I'm sure you know my story, at least part of it. How strong are you against one of them?
As you say that, he thinks back. You could see him trying to search his mind for what you're talking about and then quickly lock onto it and realize the situation and what is going on. He looks at you and he goes, I mean, if that's what it is, then I don't really want to be a fucking part of it, but I guess I can. I mean, if the tunnel doesn't go too low, I guess I could get us out, like up and out, but if it's that, then I don't know what running's gonna do. And you can see he's like actually nervous for the first time. You've seen him play it being a little nervous. Like the thought of this scares him.
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
What's going on? I mean, I clearly noticed like he's kind of nervous, right? And I've never seen that.
You've never seen Varen look this shaken up.
Gotcha.
Have you heard of illithids?
The what?
They it's creatures that plant something in your brain and you become one of them after some time.
If you'd like to, you could roll history to see if you've ever heard any stories about them.
I'm gonna say, based on my backstory, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Probably
well, I'm
not.
just the only reason I would say that is because some goblin groups do get controlled by them.
Oh, that's
so
a fair point.
it's not something that would be unheard of in like goblin stories.
Yeah. So you said,
Chupacabra.
you said
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. You said history.
It's the worst thing. Yeah, go ahead and roll history if you'd like.
Nope.
Okay. So
That's,
no, you've never heard anything.
It's a 3 minus
Bigfoot,
1
that
for a
doesn't
2.
exist.
A 2. That's a
That's a
firm roll.
conspiracy theory.
As you're kind of looking confused about what he's talking about, Varen looks at you and he goes, "Mind flayers, boy. Tentacles, death, real bad."
Okay, I get it. Bad. So I take it he's one of them.
He's under their influence,
Okay.
and there's one apparently in there. And I'll point to the tunnel where they ran.
Uh-huh.
And
Do you think this has anything to do with the murders that's been happening?
I'll look back at the dwarf and ask him telepathically.
As he
Have
does
you
this, I
been-
ask the dwarf the same question.
Have you been murdering people?
You hear in your mind, you do not hear a response, Ozzy. We do as the master commands. We kill who he says he wants dead.
How many?
He thinks for a moment. 7.
Only human?
He says again in your mind. 7.
See, were there 7 murders?
5.
He says they
Yeah,
killed
5.
7. They killed 7. Why is it 7?
Maybe there's 2 that we don't know of yet, or they haven't killed the last 2 yet.
Why?
Yeah,
I'll
5,
turn
2, 7. Yeah.
I'll turn back to the dwarf and say, why does your master want them dead?
He does not explain why. We do not ask why. He is the master, and we do as we are told.
And what does he want with me?
He wants you to join him. As you say, as you're responding to that and hearing that response, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. I rolled a 5.
Okay. The pulling feeling that you had felt so strongly as you entered the home is stronger than ever now. You feel the need to go down that tunnel.
Mattia will get up and kind of just stop doing whatever he's doing and just walk down the tunnel.
As you're going that way, Varen will stand in front of you.
Yeah.
He goes, "Now look, I love bad ideas. I really do. But this is the worst. We need to get out of here." He looks at you, Ozzy, as he says this.
Okay. Let's take him with us. Point to
And he is legitimately, like, standing, interdicting to you, keeping you from going any further out of the basement.
Right.
You're, like, right on the edge of the shadow, Mateo.
Do I still have control of myself, or is it too much to bear?
You're right on the verge of being out of control. The feeling that you need to go down there is a feeling, not a force.
Okay.
And you're smart enough as a person to realize what this pull probably is.
Ozzy, it's down there and it's calling me.
Okay. Well, then let's get you out of here and get Reginald and let him know what's going on. But we also should take the dwarf with us and let what's the captain's name? Ren know what's happening here.
Yeah. I need to go.
Also, I don't think any of us are in condition to fight at the moment.
You're right. We should go before I'm not feeling too good. I need to
I mean, maybe you
rest or
should
something.
not go down the tunnel, and the rest of us should just go deal with this thing. If it can control you.
Just make sure that I'm the one walking ahead. If I for some reason turn around,
Okay.
stop me.
I guess I'll usher the dwarf, like, force him up and out, I guess.
Go ahead and roll some athletics to try and get him up a ladder.
I mean, I wasn't gonna, like, actually carry the guy.
Okay.
I was more just gonna, like...
How are you planning on getting him up if he's tied up?
I assume it was just his hands that was tied and he can walk. And
Hands and feet.
Oh. Well, I'll undo his...
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll
You
just...
still can't get up the ladder, right?
Guess I'll just kill him. Oh,
That's legit my thought. I was like, alright, I guess we're staying here.
well, that's a war crime.
There's no Geneva Convention here.
Because I know if I...
Yeah, I'm sure that there's something.
Alright, I'll just
I'm
roll
sure there's
athletics,
something.
and if it happens, it happens. If not, then we'll figure it out from there.
I mean, if he falls the 20 feet, he might just go unconscious.
Fair. You said athletics?
Yeah.
16.
That's enough. You shoulder the dwarf, being a fair bit larger than you, and shakily make your way out of the basement. Varen is standing behind you, Mateo, kind of making sure you go ahead of him, keeping blocking from you.
Okay. I guess I'll just try and make my way out as long as nothing is keeping me from doing so.
Yeah. As you start to climb up the ladder and go out, you all arrive back up into the abandoned house. I assume you guys start making your way back towards Crom's Rest.
Yes.
At about this point, Reginald,
Yeah.
you would be arriving back at the inn after your day of asking questions. And no one's there. Other than Crom sitting behind the counter.
Oh, hey, Hugh. Yeah, I point at Com. What's your name? Drum, something.
It's Crom. How can I help you?
Right. Okay. Have you seen my companions from before? You know, the other day. You know the goblin and all that. I mean,
I think
halflings.
they went down into like the city, like further in. I don't know why, but
Further in. Okay, so they could be anywhere. Okay, nice. Well, I guess I'll just wait. You know what? If they come back, tell them I went to take a nap, huh? And then I'll just go and take a nap.
okay. For the rest of you, it's about an hour's travel back
I'll
to
say,
Crom's Rest.
if we're as we're on our way back, if we see any of the guards, I'll just flag one down and be like, you might find Captain Wren. I think we figured out who's killing the peoples.
As you say that and you make your way there, it cuts your time in about half to make it to the guardhouse. Rin meeting you pretty close to Crom's Rest. And basically Rin comes up, kind of disheveled, not well put together. It's late evening, probably the end of a shift. But Rin goes, "So, what did you find?"
Oh, oh,
And
I actually don't know anything.
yeah,
um, could you, before I don't really know. Do you think you could send someone to Crumb's Rest and get our friend Reginald before we talk about what's going on?
he gives a
There's
few brusque orders, and someone rushes off towards the inn.
yeah. They know, I guess, more than I do at this point.
Rin looks over at you, Mateo. "So, what? Who is this?" And he points to the dwarven body that you're carrying.
Well, he and a few others committed 7 murders.
7.
7.
I guess we'll have to do a better search. I don't have 2 more bodies. Do you have proof other than, him being in dark leathers?
He told me.
Okay. He brings a few of the guards over, flagging a few over, and they pretty quickly take the dwarven person from you and hold him, ready to move him. Rin looks at you and goes, "Until he admits to the crimes, we'll hold him, but I don't have any proof that it was this man. Is there anything else going on?"
Yes. Um, they came from this dark place in the haunted house, or, well, the house that is empty. And there might be a mind flayer.
As you say that, he you might as well just hit him in the face with a children's book at the end of a story. He just looks at you and he goes, a mind flare.
Indeed.
And is there something you all can do about that?
Well, I think he wants me.
Well, isn't that just a relief? I can give you a large group of the guard if you're going down there to fight something, but I don't know how many people I can spare if there's a mind flare in the town.
Yeah. I will kind of look at Algrim. Do we stand a chance?
I don't know. I've fought worse when I had a group of people on my level, but I don't know that you all. I can't guarantee anything. I think it might be time to call in some help. I'll be at the rest whenever you all get done talking to Pissy Pants here, and he gestures over towards Rin and starts walking towards Crom's Rest.
I guess I can send word to the Cobalt Soul, and they can send people, but I don't know that we have that kind of time.
Rin kind of shrugs, not knowing a lot about the Cobalt Soul. He goes, I don't know how much help they would be. I know, monks are monks, but I don't know a lot.
I mean, I'm sure they would be able to look up in the library of ways to, like, what the weaknesses of a mind flayer is. I don't even know what that is.
Reginald, at about this point, you've made it to the group. Kind of sleepy, bleary-eyed from your nap.
Okay. So, who died?
Nobody. Well,
The way you look so gloomy.
two dwarves actually.
Three.
Three
Okay.
dwarves?
3.
I thought there was 4. One got away.
No, you're right. Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Kyle knows math. Ozzy does
Yeah.
not.
Ozzy doesn't know math, but Kyle knows math.
So, okay, catch me up.
You could just say you catch him up if you'd like.
Mateo catches him up. I don't know.
Sure, yeah, I'll catch him up.
Okay.
Unless you actually need a rundown, but
So you're
Damn, I
caught
just
up
wanted
on the
to know-
current
I
events.
just wanted to know how you were gonna explain the breaking and entering and murdering a bunch of dwarves, but okay.
didn't murder anybody.
Killing
Okay,
is
sure.
killing.
It was self-defense. They shot at
It
me
was
first.
self-defense. Yeah,
Their
but I was in their
self-defense.
home.
They were in their home.
All right, let's
But
not,
they
let's not
tunneled-
talk about that.
I don't.
Okay, so I mean, do Manfreds even exist?
Apparently.
Why did you see one?
Yes.
I mean, are you sure though?
Well, not here, but I've come across one.
Okay, you sure it wasn't like someone cosplaying or something? You know, there's all kinds of freak out there.
Can I speak to you alone, Reginald?
What? Is it something Ozzy shouldn't know? Or Varen? I mean, sure, you know, that's fine. You know, I'll just like start walking backwards.
Okay. Listen.
You actively trying to keep this from me?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Ozzy. You
Okay.
said to me.
No. I know. Kyle wants to know if you're actively trying to keep this from me.
Yes.
All right. I am going to attempt to listen in. If I can.
Well, it's gonna be hard. I mean, we're like
Yeah,
literally walking
you're watching
away
it.
from you, and like you're gonna be in line of sight on the other side of the street.
Just,
So good luck.
Like staring at them vigorously.
I can read lips.
Sure. Roll, I would say, perception to see how well you can pay attention to them.
All right. So what do you want from me?
16.
It's kind of hard. You get a few words. I'll break it down here in a second.
All right.
I know that there's a mind flayer. For sure. Like 100% sure.
Okay,
I know
so-
because
You're a mind flayer. Plot twist. That's when you eat my brains.
I got good
No,
news,
but I'm-
boys. We made it past 30 minutes.
Yeah!
Woo!
All right, back to role play.
Sorry.
I might become one.
Like, are you converting? Is that some kind of weird religion thing? Like you're going through puberty? I don't know.
No. They kind of implanted it in me a while ago before.
That sounds kind of disgusting.
And apparently, well, I thought it was dormant, but lately I've been seeing it in my eyes, and someone told me that I might turn into one, and the dwarf that we captured, he seems to have one implanted as well, and he told me
He
I
does.
can become one.
So can he help you?
The dwarf doesn't want to help me. He's
Ah.
he's under the control of.
Do you have any
The one-
lead?
Not really, no. Well, I met some random guy in some alley, and he disappeared. He didn't really help. He
You
just
met
told me
some
that
guy
I'm
in an
running.
alley.
Sounds like a fun date.
Yeah.
He
Thursdays
just
are
told
rough.
me I'm running out of time. And well, I guess one thing led to the other. I mean, first someone tells me I'm
The guy
running
in
out
the
of
alley.
time, and now this guy is, well, this dwarf that is linked to an actual mind flayer possibly is telling me I'm gonna become one, and it wants me to join.
Okay, but maybe. I mean, don't you think you should seek people who hunt mind flayers? Maybe they would know how to cure it, as opposed to mind flayers themselves, because they would have no incentive to help you, right? Also, I
Yeah.
mean, I just gotta say it right now. I think you're pretty fucked, but that's my opinion.
What do you mean fucked? I mean, I talked
I mean,
to.
what do you mean? What? They implanted you with something. You think you're gonna turn into mind flayer? Don't you think that's concerning? I mean,
It is. I've
and you
been
have no
trying.
lead. You're fucked. I mean,
Look,
how long is it gonna take? Do you even know?
no,
Could it happen
don't.
at any time?
Possibly.
Eh. And you see, like, Reggie, like, sort of skitters and, like, comes between Matteo and Reginald on the ground. That's not very good, That's full disclosure would have been nice, like, a week ago.
I didn't think it was a problem a week ago.
You don't think spontaneously turning into a mind flayer is a problem? Potentially?
I didn't know it was active back then.
Okay.
I've been fine up until now with no problems. It only happened like a few days ago.
Okay. Well, I don't want to say it, but maybe the Cerberus assembly could have helped. Oh,
And I
oops,
was
I said
kinda
it. Haha, my bad.
hoping on it, and then, well, things happened.
So what? Do you want to go down there? Is that the plan? I mean, that doesn't sound. I mean,
I don't. I don't. I don't.
can't you just? I don't know. Can't we just, surgery? A bit of quick surgery, right?
Oh
Get
yeah,
the thing
let me
out.
just get
That
my brain split open by who exactly?
Well, actually, did you know you can't feel pain if we touch your brain? Did you know that?
Yeah, that's great.
The
But
fuck
did
do
you
you
also
know that, Reginald?
if you open my scalp, I die?
That's not exactly how it works. I mean, kinda, not really.
Are you saying you can perform surgery?
Hell no! What the fuck?
Then
I didn't say that. Okay? Did I give that impression? I didn't want to.
Do you know anybody?
No. I mean, if I knew, I didn't. I wouldn't think you're fucked. Because I don't have anything. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm still here to investigate the murders. So if it happens to lead where you think you might get help, then sure, why not?
I
But
don't
I do
know
think.
if going down there is gonna help. In fact, I've
Ooh,
been feeling drawn to there, and I
okay.
can't tell you if going there is gonna cause me to either turn or turn against you.
Well, that's an issue.
Also, for some reason, the creature has been ordering these dwarves or whoever he's in control of to kill people. Yet I can't
Dwarves?
discern the dwarves have been killing people
Oh, dwarves.
on
Okay.
his command or their leader's command, but no idea why.
And how are they communicating?
Telepathically.
That's practical. Okay. So I guess if we let him go, he's never gonna go back to whoever, right?
Oh, he wants to
But
go back.
Why would he be just randomly killing people, though? No, not randomly, just humans, right? Not dwarves, just humans.
I don't know if these killings are the same. They just keep saying 7. When I asked if it was only humans, they just keep repeating 7.
Hmm. Well, maybe we should try again. Talk more with him.
I can try,
Hmm.
although he did kind of say the same as you did.
Which is?
I'm fucked.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he would know more than me, so. I mean, not that anyway. Doesn't mean you won't be, less fights tomorrow. It just depends what we figure out, right? I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, it's pretty bad.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? I mean, we should ask help from Exandria, right? We should send something, right? Like, oh, mind flayer infestation. Maybe send help. Something. And then we'll take all the suicidal people from the guard, and they'll come with us, I guess. Maybe we can figure something out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, what other choice do you have? You can't. You're just gonna wait here and do nothing, and then you're just gonna wait, and one day you're gonna turn into a mushroom or something.
I mean, if only I could find that one guy. I mean, of course, to you it sounds strange. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds strange to me. I met some random dude in an alley, and he told me I had less time left, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe if I find him somehow, I don't know how to find him.
I mean, maybe you were just having a crazy dream. I don't know.
It wasn't a dream.
Well, okay, sure. Well, the more time we talk about it, the less time you have, because that's how time works. I don't know what to tell you. I just think you should, I mean, at last you have a lead, so you might as well trying it to the bottom of it, right? It's better than just wandering the world until you turn. No,
Mhm.
I mean, I can always put you down.
Well, thanks for the comfort, Vinny.
Well, do you want to be put down?
No.
Then get the fuck up and we do something. Come on, I was trying to motivate you. Come on. That was a pep talk. Come on, can't you recognize a pep talk when you see it?
What, you want me to just get up and call for the cobalt soul, wait for them to get
Well,
here,
no. I mean,
go
I'm
in
sure.
there, and
Look,
then hope and pray that I don't turn into an awful creature?
what else are you gonna do? Also, you don't even have to ring the cobalt soul because I'm sure Ozzy already did it somehow. I mean, at this stage, I'm sure they have telepathic bond or something.
You're funny. All right.
All right, let's set this up. Let's talk to the captain. We'll take all his suicidal people and we'll go down there and figure this out. I mean, how bad can a mind flayer be, right? It's not it's not so bad, right? I mean, what does Van say? He says, "Oh," but he's dramatic. It's fine.
Actually, that time that Varen was like a bit scared, could I actually tell as well, or was I?
Oh yeah. I mean, you were occupied, but it was blatantly obvious how nervous he was.
Actually, Varen was kind of nervous about going down there.
Hey, but we'll be going with like, I don't know, 20 people or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's.
And well, you'll be going first, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Ozzy, you heard mind flare surgery. Are you okay? Do you want me to kill you? That was a pep talk. That's about it.
Cool. Connor, check your Discord messages if you didn't see that, by the way. Not pressing, but we can keep going.
Keep going.
Okay.
Are you trying to steal something from me again?
Oh, I did, and you just didn't see it because I'm super stealthy and super fast. You had no idea it was there.
Sneaky little
I'm a
goblin
street
hands.
ninja.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do? Talk to Rin now?
Okay, out of character, I think the plan is we talk to Ran, get as many people as we can, and then we go wherever the haunted house and the tunnel, and we explore that, I guess. Also, I think we should send word to the Cobalt Soul that there might be a mind flayer infestation in Druvenload.
So I assume then Ozzy, the well-read and literate goblin, is going to write the note to the Cobalt Soul.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll performance for me. I want to see how well and how legible this note is.
Performance. All right.
Sorry, really quickly, right?
Mine's gonna take an hour for Ozzy to write anyway.
An actual hour. 33 consecutive performance checks.
Every sentence.
That is a 11.
An 11. It's legible. Not well written. Definitely spelled wrong. The signature's pretty good, though. You get a note together. I assume you go ahead and give it to Rin or someone so that they can have it delivered to Rexentrum.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time to get it out of town. You assume it'll take 5 or so days to get there. They didn't have a horse, so this man is going on foot back to Rexentrum.
So essentially, we've got basically like 2 weeks to prepare. It's gonna take them a week to get there, and a week for
Yeah.
people to come. That's a
Basically.
long ass time in
It
between.
can get lost as well.
There's that too.
Who knows what the fuck happens? I mean, postal service in Exandria is fucked.
USPS, everybody. All right. So, Ozzy, you take the next 20 or so minutes to write your note.
Mhm.
It's late evening, probably early night. It's hard to tell because you are technically in the Underdark, so that's that.
I mean,
Uh,
we're pretty beat up already, so I'm sure I'm tired.
yeah. Varen is back at the rest still. Ogren, for some of you asses. You're free to do as you will. Rin is gathering his men and keeping them updated, but not actively sending them all down. So, right now, it seems like the call to fire is waiting for all of you.
Okay.
So, whenever you decide to get this moving, you can.
Okay. Well, I don't think we should go down there tonight and take care of this. Why don't we rest and think on it, and we'll let you guys know tomorrow. Talking to Ren.
Yeah. Rin just nods lightly. I understand. We will. I think we'll do a lockdown for now. Keep people in their homes, close the mines, and just wait and see what happens.
Okay.
Hopefully, we can wait until we have some backup.
Hopefully, but that could take 2 weeks.
Well, it's only been this busy so far. Maybe with a lockdown, it won't get to anyone.
But now that they know, we know things could escalate. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the morning, I guess.
Rest well. And he goes back towards the guardhouse.
Well, I want to catch Ren before he leaves.
Okay.
But on the way, I'll be walking a bit with him.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to tell you. Matteo, he He's a bit of a risk if you just keep an eye on him, okay?
Certainly. Is there anything else I should know about? I don't have a full grasp on the situation.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just saying.
I can do that.
First, I don't understand how. Just uh, go with the assumption that right now is an ally, but it's possible he becomes an enemy. Okay? But it will be very noticeable when it happens. So don't.
In the event that would happen, are you asking me to
Yeah, put him
have
down.
the men
Yeah,
kill
fucking
him?
kill him. Yes.
All right. I can do that.
Huh?
I
mean, unless you
will
want you
keep
want a
that to
man
myself until it is pertinent.
Well, you should tell your men.
Then I can do that.
Okay. Um.
If I see you running and screaming, I'll send my men to kill him.
Oh, I don't scream. I just I'm more dignified than that.
Ah.
Now that
You can
I
tell
don't
he is
really-
just exhausted. Like, this situation has gotten so out of proportion for this poor man that he's
Yeah.
just dull. Like, there's just blank face.
Look, don't worry. I'm sure Rex and Tram will send. I'm sure they don't want the Ravenlord to fall to a Manflayer infestation. And you know what? Maybe it's a hoax. It's not. You know, who knows?
And maybe this is the perfect opportunity for them to get control of our poor city.
Well, the way it's going, maybe they ought to.
You're not wrong.
All right. Well, you know, rest well. Be in touch.
He bows slightly and then moves on. As you all get into Crom's Rest, it is, for the first time, actually empty. It's just Crom, who is asleep behind the counter, and Varen sitting at a table by himself drinking.
I'll go sit down next to Baron.
You see that he has tankards at each seat, waiting for everyone. Just quietly drinking, not doing or saying much.
Reginald comes in late. What did I miss?
Not much. Just stunned silence.
Okay, so Van, what can you, what wisdom do you have to share about the spookies?
Well, help's coming. Eventually.
Yeah, I know that. Tell me something I don't know.
I mean, they're pretty deadly. That's... Never had to fight one, but I
You
know
didn't?
the stories aren't good.
I thought I had been told that you had fought them or encountered them with some of your.
I fought
Uh,
things that are considered scarier, worse to
Ah,
fight, dragons and the
okay.
like, but nothing
Oh,
like
Yeah,
this. And I was a much younger man when those things happened.
oh, okay. Well, you're a dwarf though.
Fair point.
Do you think
Uh,
Ginny would send people to help?
that's the help I'm talking about.
Oh,
And
It's
you
going to take
asked
some time, but
how much
we're
we're talking
gathering a
about.
few people. 3 people, but more capable than these damnable Townsguard.
Yeah, but you know it's cannon fodder. It's always useful.
These aren't cannon fodder. These are the cannons.
Okay, so how long would like take? How long?
They've got to be found and then brought here. I don't know.
Okay.
A few days, maybe a week. It's hard to tell. I didn't get much out of Jenny when I talked to her, so I just have to assume it's going to take some time to find them. So, what's the overall plan then? Just march in with these idiot Townsguard and hope that it goes well?
Honestly, yeah.
I don't know that we should wait too long.
What?
one of those dwarves got away.
Uh-huh.
They could be preparing. The longer we wait, the worse it
Yeah.
could be.
That's true.
Yeah, but if we go rushing in, hurt, with the grand number of 4 people, will just be more corpses to the pile.
I mean, I didn't mean tonight. I meant, like, let's rest and try to prepare what we can tomorrow.
He takes a long drag off of his tankard.
I don't know. Any known weaknesses? Mind flayers.
I don't know. I've never fought one.
They're not like garlic or something?
I mean,
Bananas?
I don't know what happens, but sometimes when I hit one, it gives me this weird information. So in the middle of the fight, I
Yeah,
can get
it's called-
information.
What?
It's weird.
It's
I don't
just
know. I
pain,
don't know
isn't it?
how it
You get things
happens
that-
or what happens. I just know sometimes if I hit just right, it'll tell me information. I don't know. It's weird.
I look at Mateo on the side like, is he a dumb genius? Is this what's going on?
What are we talking about?
About Ozzy.
I wasn't
Here,
paying
you want me to
attention.
show you? I can try it.
Sure, hit me.
Okay. Hang on. The problem with that is I don't have any key points left, so it's not gonna work.
Great.
So, I hit him.
Go ahead and roll an attack against his AC.
That's a 17 on the die.
17, and that hits. Ow!
And then just a point of non-lethal damage.
You take a point
You
of
think
damage.
you're gonna one-shot me? Fuck off.
Well, yeah. I didn't add in the bonuses. I rolled a 1 on the D4, so I'm.
Well, I figure
I'm
if
not-
you're not trying to kill him,
I'm
you're
not,
not
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to kill him, so
So
I can respect that choice.
right.
Okay, so you punch me and that's it? Okay, so what do you
Essentially,
get?
I
What
don't.
do you, what's-
I
so
don't
what-
know.
Did you get anything from me?
I don't know. Maybe it didn't work this. I don't know. Maybe I didn't hit you quite right, and I try to hit him again.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I back off.
I mean, if he's gonna back away and tell me no, I'm not gonna hit him.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, you
you're,
can
you're
still
back.
try, I
away,
guess.
so.
I mean,
up
I'll
to
still
you.
try. 12. I don't think that's your AC. I don't
I
think
got shield.
that's yeah.
Did you just cast
Did you
shield?
just cast shield? Did that hit you?
I'm not taking a hit. Fuck
No.
off.
Wait, what's your AC?
It's 11.
Oh, is it really? So that did hit you.
Wizards are squishy.
Oh, it is 11.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the puzzle box like becomes a rectangle and like creates this this sort of wispy orangey aura, and you just punch into it
It hurts.
and then retracts.
It's like a wall.
Okay.
Ow. That stung.
Well, that was a nice experiment, but I'm not your punching bag.
Told me to try.
I told you to try one time, and then you didn't do anything, and you tried to hit me again.
Okay, sorry.
Now I used the fucking spell on this because I don't want to get hit because it hurts.
Sorry.
Some people around here like pain though, so you know. I'm not naming any names, but yeah, you know. I mean, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know who you're talking
Uh,
about, and I'm the
uh,
DM.
Come on, take a guess then. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Really, you don't know who likes to get hit in this room right now?
I hit Mateo.
Go and roll your attack. Just across the table into the face.
A 19 on the die.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
Save those
I'm-
rolls for a good
I'm
fight.
wasting these rolls on this shit.
So do I see it coming, or do I? Just
It would be pretty unexpected. You're pretty preoccupied.
And it was in the face.
I mean, it's somewhere around there, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm just roll. Just
Oh, what was that for?
You bitch slapped him. That's not cool.
I thought you said he liked to get hit.
What?
Well,
Why would I want to?
I heavily implied it. Let's not get complicated here.
Small creature, you quite. Was this really necessary?
Well, it's funny though.
I mean, I was still also trying to see if I get anything, and I didn't. So I don't know how it works.
Or if I just blasted you with magic all of a sudden.
Maybe
Huh?
you're out of cool juice. Maybe that's
Maybe.
it. Maybe you peaked yesterday and that's
Maybe.
You're an old man now. Poor
Maybe.
Ozzy.
it. It's all
I am
downhill
pretty
from there.
tired. I don't. Maybe that's. Maybe I just needed rest.
Uh-huh.
That fight did take a lot out of me.
Okay.
Baron gets up and gets another tankard. You now see like 3 or 4 sitting around him.
You might want to slow down there.
I was gonna say
I
the
fight
same
better when I'm
thing.
drunk anyway.
Do people tell you that, or do you think that?
I mean, I kill a lot of people when I'm drunk, so I assume I fight better.
Right. Well, I think you're wrong.
I think I don't give a fuck. And he just goes back to drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, Baron. You know when we first met and you hit the Cobalt Soul guys like really hard?
Yeah,
How did you do that?
I punched him. I mean, I was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, but like killed them in one shot.
I mean, they were basically kids. Pretty useless.
That's fair.
You heard it here first. Kids are useless.
He's like,
I noticed the ring thing, though, right?
yeah,
When he hit it. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
was.
you
that's
noticed
that's
bringing
what
it
I'm
around.
getting at. Yeah.
yeah. He's not been subtle about the items he carries among him.
Right. That's more what I was getting at.
Yeah.
How,
He kind of gestures to it loosely, hanging on a middle finger on his left hand.
Mhm.
And he's like, this is one of 3 tricks that I have. It's nice for fights. Other than that, it's pretty useless. I've also got this, and he picks up his hammer and just drops it onto the table with a loud thud. I can throw that pretty much forever. It's nice. He gestures to a ring on his right hand, 3rd finger. Big purple stone on it. This is the one that got me away from you idiots. Back when you tried to set up your little trick. It's good for getting me and one other person away. Other than that, that's all I got.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, in the event something stupid happens, and he looks at Mateo, I don't know, you decide you're not on our team anymore, I can at least get you away from it all, and hopefully, me and you don't have to kill each other. But if we do, we will. And then he finishes the 4th tankard, and then gets up to go for a 5th.
I mean, that's kind of an exit strategy. I like that.
It's an exit strategy for 2 people. There's 4 of us. I don't have anything else.
Well, Ozzy's fast.
I'm pretty fast.
Let's just hope it doesn't come to a running away contest. Hopefully we go down there, we kill that fuck, and it's nothing. It's easy.
I mean, how much of a time crunch are we on? Do we want to go now? Do we want to wait?
No, can't go now.
I'm pretty drunk
not
for fighting, but I
mean,
can.
I mean tomorrow, not now. Just
Oh,
do we want to go tomorrow, or do we want to go after Valen's friends are here? You know?
It's up to all of you.
Theo?
I mean, if I can
What?
turn at any such day, I'd rather go as soon as possible.
Okay, so as soon as we kill this thing, does that? No, I don't know that information. I don't know that he has the thing in his head, right?
No, you didn't hear anything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that in the
okay.
talk with him and Reginald.
Gotcha.
Not quite high enough from basically across the
Right.
street.
Right.
Also, there's one more thing we need to try with the dwarf.
Okay.
I'm gonna need your help. It might work. It might not.
The
Okay.
dwarf we
What's the
captured.
plan?
Yes, that one.
Okay, well, explain.
I'm gonna try to detect its thoughts, but it might work. It might not. If I do get into its mind, uh, I'm gonna need you guys to make sure he's thinking about the people that he killed, so we can discern whether he was the true killer or not.
Okay, so basically you want us to question him, and you're just on the side trying to read his mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
I guess that's the least bit helpful I can do before I possibly change into whatever.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Let's not think about that. Okay, so how about we sleep? We sleep, and then tomorrow we pay a visit to the dwarf, and then we go scope out this tunnel and see what we're looking at, and then we see what we do.
Okay.
We good?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
By the way, Van, do you sleep ever?
Yeah, usually when the ale takes me.
Okay. Well, cool. Good. Well, good night. And Reginald is gonna go to his room.
Okay.
And not sleep.
All right. The rest of you going to your rooms as well? Which is a single room?
Yep.
All right. As you all walk in, again, no mirrors, stone floor, beds, things like that. Rooms are normal. And you settle in for your night's rest. Reginald, what do you have planned for this evening?
Nothing. He's just not sleeping because he's just scared that Matteo might turn and then kill them all. So he's just
Okay.
not sleeping.
For you then, Reginald, about 4 or so hours into the night, you hear Varen drunkenly stumble indoors and go into his room. He's fairly loud, gear clanking and all that. And you hear him hit stone floor, not the bed. The night passes without too much trouble. Reginald, for you, I guess you can consider yourself exhausted if you're not sleeping.
Yep.
For the rest of you, you're fully rested, fully healed. Morning comes. Not that you really know what morning is, but you all awaken at roughly the same time. Ish.
Mm. So
As you all go ahead.
no, I'm just talking to everyone. So are we good? Quick breakfast and then to the wherever they keep prisoners in here.
Yeah. Can Matteo try to see if he can perhaps sense the old man that he once spoke to in the alley that, disappeared?
You're trying to sense him?
Yes.
Through what means?
Telepathical means, yes. Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of reach out into your environment, you're not super familiar with this ability. You've not used it a lot. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Perception. 19.
You swear you feel it for a moment, and then that feeling drifts to the pulling feeling again towards that house. Not as intense as yesterday, but it felt like it was there for a moment, and then you lose it to that feeling of being pulled towards the tunnel.
Okay. Okay. I'll just leave it at that then.
Okay. So you all head to the guardhouse to find where the prisoners are kept. It takes you a little bit of time, but you get there. Rin is not there. It's just the average guard that are there at the day. They pretty easily lead you into a room full of these stone chambers. The doors actually slide and then fall into place a few inches. Heavy stone doors. They lift the door out and then move it to the side to let you in, keeping a close eye on the prisoner, who is just sitting in a chair, not doing anything other than sitting.
Out of his earshot, either before we get in or, I just want to talk to the group. So, how do we want to do this? Ozzy, do you want to speak to the dwarf? Or should I?
I can.
Good cop, bad cop?
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It means someone. It's hard to explain. It's a dynamic, It's like we interrogate him, and someone pressures him, and the other one reassures him.
Okay.
It works 100% of the time, about half the time, but almost never actually.
Okay, which one am I?
I don't know. Which one would you want to be? It's fairly fluid. We can switch around if we need to. Plus, this guy is probably wacko anyway.
Just us, right? We're the only ones that can hear this conversation.
Yeah, this would be like before getting to the guardhouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Flashback.
I guess it makes sense for me to be the bad cop, being a
really?
goblin and
Why?
all. Goblins, most people scared of us.
Okay. Well, sure.
Okay.
If you think so.
I mean, usually people try to kill me when they see me as a goblin.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be the good cop. Sure. I'll try anyway. All right, Mateo, you ready with your spell or whatever?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Also, just so you know, if you ever try to detect my thoughts, I would kill you. Okay.
I'll try my best not to.
So you all go inside, get let in, past the heavy stone door. They close the door behind you, but they're standing right at the doorway, keeping an eye, just to make sure.
So they can see us.
They can let you back out, yes.
Okay.
The basically what they've done is there are a few stone windows with metal bars across them,
Right.
and then the heavy door.
Okay. Just
I'm not stuck in here with you.
just saying that they
yes,
can't
you could get Rorschached, but they will let
All
you.
right.
They will let you out and try to help you.
Oh, really?
That's
Did
not-
they have a deep fryer going in the cell?
not
He was
exactly
hungry. They gave him it.
not exactly what I was thinking, but all right, that's cool. Now that I
You're
know
all let in?
now that I know they're watching, I don't know that I can reveal myself as a goblin without freaking the guards out.
They're not keeping a close eye.
Okay.
Their backs are to the windows.
Okay, I guess
with
I
a
can.
few feet distance.
I can keep the hood up and keep my back to them, I guess.
Yeah, they're mostly
Okay.
keeping an ear in the event that something would happen. There aren't any other prisoners as you walk through these halls. This is the one at the end of the hall.
Okay.
So,
Right.
as you all walk in,
Ozzy, you want to start?
Hi.
Bad cop.
Right. Oh, let's go. So let's just be clear here.
Deep voice.
I don't know how that works. Let's just be clear here.
Hey, never mind. You sound like a grandpa. Never mind. Just normal voice. Bad cop.
Okay. You You are the dwarves that have been killing the people, correct?
Ozzy, you hear in your mind 7, 7, 7, just over and over and over.
Did you hear that?
What?
What?
Mateo, if you're keeping an eye on his thoughts as best you can right now,
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
also hear this.
Okay.
Hey, we talked to you. You wanna answer maybe?
Just unmoving, barely breathing, staring at both of you, paying very little mind to Mateo.
You know, maybe I can waterboard him.
What's that?
It's a joke. Hey, don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're too young.
7 of what?
What do you mean 7?
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, what?
The chanting stops in both of your heads.
Okay. I use words. Yes or no? You killed the people.
You hear in the quiet of this cell his lips part, the sound of almost flesh tearing since they've not moved in so long, and a raspy voice ring out 7, 7.
So you can talk. Cool.
So,
Where are the other 2 that you killed? We only know of 5.
More 7s.
okay, maybe avoid numbers?
For you, Mateo, how are you reaching out to this man's mind? Are you just using your telepathic talking, or do you have
No, I'm using the spell detect.
detect thoughts?
Yeah.
As they bring up the 7 people or the 5 people, you see flashes of vicious violence. A group of figures, much like the man in front of you, beating 7 humans in different places throughout town, all nondescript, very alike, as this town is a place like that. But you do see 7 different victims being beaten to death in the
Do
streets.
I recognize these people as some of
You would recognize them as the corpses that you saw in the morgue. But
Okay.
there are 2 of them that do not look familiar.
Okay, but I can't discern where they are, right?
The houses and most of the buildings in this town are so alike that it's almost impossible to know where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I attempt to probe deeper? And for that, he would have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely. He rolled a 19 on the die plus 1, so 20. Dirty.
Okay. In that case, I think the spell ends. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
And they also
That's a good
know
roll.
that I've been probing their mind as well.
Unflinching, unmoving. The raspy
What-
voice rings out 7 once more and then stops speaking.
What about your master?
He just starts saying master over and over.
Okay, this guy is like, you know, those birdies, the parrots, right? He just hears a word and then just repeats it forever.
He did it.
Huh?
I saw flashes when he said 7. He
You saw
killed
flashes.
those people. I saw flashes of the people and the corpses we saw before, and a few new ones. He did it.
Okay.
However,
Look.
my spell ended, and yeah,
You know, it's not that I distrust you, but it's a bit of a flimsy evidence.
Kinda.
And all I know about this guy really is that he looks kind of wacko, but at the same time, if a bunch of people had broken into my house and then killed a bunch of my friends, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm being devil's advocate here, right? But still, I'm just
Baron
saying it's
kind of
not.
looks up at the group and goes, well, I mean, if they're going to try him, actually
Well-
try him for these murders, won't they just use a cleric or something?
How the fuck should I know?
I mean, usually they force you to speak the truth. I would assume that would still apply to someone as insane as this thing.
Yeah. I guess so. Well,
It's not like he's going anywhere. He'll still be here.
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they should probably deal with it fast before he turns, you know?
At this point, Varen kind of looks up. He's like, What do you mean before he turns?"
Well, don't you think that's his shtick, no?
I mean, it's rare that someone is chosen.
Chosen? Do they need to be chosen?
I mean, if the stories are to be believed, yeah.
Okay. But why? This seems to be weird. Because from what I understood, that's how they reproduce, right?
Yes, but they don't. They need certain amounts of things. They don't need too many people, otherwise, they would run low on supply. I would assume
That makes
they
sense.
choose to be careful so that they don't grow too large and get caught.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you convert the whole population into mind flayers, then everyone's a mind flayer, so no one cares.
Fair point. I don't know.
Hmm.
Working off of child's tales isn't helping much.
Yeah. Well,
Wish I had access to the library. At least try to learn more.
yeah, what if we had a long distance network of information? How useful would that be, huh?
An internet or something?
But we would call it Into Soul? I don't know.
CobaltSoul.com.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I think I know what I need to do now, though.
Okay. You gonna punch him? Learn his secrets?
No, I need to figure out a way to communicate with them quicker, though. Rather than sending a message.
Good luck with that.
Maybe they have an idea. When we get back to Rexington.
Maybe. Maybe a bird. If you train a bird and you give him a message, he'll go where you want it to go.
Imagining Ozzy fighting the urge to eat a bird is my favorite thing.
But anyways, I guess wasted enough. We wasted enough time on this guy. We should probably get to the tunnel, huh?
Mateo, you feel the connection that you felt with him yesterday?
Mhm.
Where you reached out to him, but you feel the inverse, him reaching out to you. In your mind, pictures of the violence flash. Pictures of the corpses flash. But now it's all of you laying dead in the street. And instead of numerous small forms beating these people, it's just one mind flare, one illithid. Its body contorted in ways that your nightmares never imagined. It looks like bones broken and rehealed, the body itself misshapen and ill. And it
this
just stares down onto your corpses with a feeling of glee locked behind the memory or thought.
Do I see myself in this vision as well?
No. You just see your friends. The 3 friends that are in this room.
Reginald?
Yeah.
I think if it comes down to it, you guys should just run.
I mean, I knew that.
And don't look back.
But I mean, I'm gonna look back because I'm curious. But I'll keep running.
As you're speaking, Reginald, you feel a grasp at the back of your mind and see those same images I just described. It's like looking at a memory without thinking of looking at a memory. It's a forceful, strange experience.
Reginald turns to does he get an impression of where that's coming from?
It's a strange feeling you've not interacted with before. I mean,
Yeah.
your natural thought would be this weird creepy fucker, so you could feel free to look at him.
Just through context, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Reginald will turn to the dwarves in the cell and be like, "Stay the fuck out of my head, or I'm gonna fucking kill you."
The lips part, you hear the cracking of flesh, and he just howls with laughter.
Reginald casts Shape Water as he opens this gourd that he has, and he's gonna try and force water inside this dwarf's mouth.
Okay.
And
It can't really
basically-
fight back. The mouth is open, so you
Uh-huh.
fill its
And-
mouth and throat with water.
Yep. And I'm gonna wait.
The laughing cuts short, the struggling in the chair. He falls from the chair onto the floor, the water still clinging to his throat, gurgling slightly.
Gonna
He
wait
starts to
until
fall
he-
still.
Yeah, gonna wait until he falls still and then drop the spell, retrieve the water, and drop it.
Okay. He is left prone on the floor, barely breathing.
Reginald's just gonna leave the room in a huff.
Okay. You beat on the door. They open it after a few seconds of struggling with its weight and let you out. They leave the door open, seeing the prone form of the dwarf, waiting for the rest of you to leave. Varen quickly steps out.
I'll wait to see what Mateo does before I do anything.
When I try to like communicate with him now telepathically, I guess Mateo will say, "Tell your master I'm coming."
Okay. You feel your thoughts inject into his mind. You know your message is delivered. To him, at least, if not the master.
And then Mateo will leave.
And I'll follow.
As you all finally step out, the two guards step in, lifting his prone form and putting him lightly into the bed and then closing the door. You all step back out into the main hall, rather, of the guardhouse. A few people sitting around, playing cards, trying to keep their mind off of current events.
So let's search that Captain Anne, hunt people up, and then we're gonna go. Oh, I guess we need to find Valen as well.
Gonna go do this now.
Varen's
We're
with you.
doing this now. Okay, great. Fuck Valen, you're sneaky as fuck.
Oh, okay.
So
Should
you
we
start asking around for Rin?
I'd disrupt the game. Hey, where's your captain?
They point upstairs, and after a short walk, you will go upstairs and see that he's sleeping in one of the bunks.
I knock on like some, I don't know, is it a wooden surface somewhere?
Yeah, there's like wooden furniture and things.
I'll hit on that.
He shocks awake quickly. Is it time?
We're doing
I'll
this.
gather them in. And he gets up and starts putting on clothing and armor as fast as he can. After roughly 2 or so hours of getting ready, you can step out of the guardhouse and see a collection of probably 25 or 30 men who volunteered to come along, all of which in their guard armor, weapons ready, standing as ready and unshaking as they can. Some a little more nervous, some standing ready to face death. Needs to be. Rin looks at all of you. Are you sure? Right now?
Yes.
I
Needs
think
to be
so.
done.
Yeah.
Then let's go. And he starts marching his men down the road, deeper into the city. At this point, Varen, catching up to you all, turns and goes, I'm going to make a call. I'll catch up. I want to see if they found our help yet.
Want
We'll
us
see.
to wait for you?
You can if you'd like. I figure 30 guards will do more than I would anyway. If you want to get in there and start the fight, you can. I just need to make this call. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
He leaves towards Crom's Rest.
All right.
You guys,
Mateo, you're first.
I think we should not have Mateo go first.
One.
I think we should send your little friend first. Just to get an idea of what we're dealing with.
Okay, sure. Just saying. Mateo second then, if you prefer.
Probably a good idea to not just rush into. Yeah, I think we send your little friend first. More information, the better, right?
Correct.
So, after about an hour and change of marching deeper into the city, the 30 or so guards and Captain Rin arrive. And you send little Reggie in?
Yep, through the tunnel.
Okay. As you look through his eyes, you walk into the door of the house. I need you to make a perception check.
My only weakness. 9.
As you step in, directly as your, small lizard form steps through, the layout of the home is the same, but the furniture and things that weren't there before are now. There's a table that's been knocked over on one side. It's pretty clear to you that this is set up for defense. There's things to block from bolts and things like that. And as the lizard steps into the room, you see a few bear traps littering the floor. It looks like they're ready.
Out loud, I say, the fortified, tables upended, bear traps on the ground. Mind your footing.
As
And
you all
that's it.
start pushing in. Mateo, you're leading, I assume?
Yes, I will put mage armor on.
Okay. Any other prep anyone needs to do before we go in?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Well,
I'll go
Good as
in
always.
second.
Okay. So you're putting the guard behind all of you, not in front?
Yeah, maybe we should
mean,
send
that's-
the
the thing is,
NPCs in
that's-
first and let them die.
here's the thing. That's a lot of people, right? Like,
Yes.
we're entering the house, not the tunnel. Just the
Yeah,
house.
you're entering the house, because to get to the tunnel, you have to go into the basement.
Yeah, I feel like.
Maybe we send a couple guards in first to clear the way,
I mean,
from,
it's
like,
up to them.
clear the traps. Yeah.
Yeah. So who feels like going in first?
A few of
Anyone?
them raise weapons, looking eager to fight.
Okay, well, be my guest.
So you're letting a small contingent go in first, and then following in the middle of the two packs, pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always keep Mateo in my line of sight. I'm always behind him.
All right. As the first group moves in, having heard your warning, they take the time to use their weapons and other belongings to set off the traps without getting hurt. As you push in, once about, I would say the first contingent's probably 6 or so people. as they get inside the room, and you guys are at the doorway roughly inside, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay. Oh noes.
Jesus Christ. What a crazy roll.
Fireball. All right. Oh yikes.
13.
I got a 20.
Nice.
Nice. 7 for me.
Did you
What was
roll-
yours, Ozzy?
13.
Okay. Yes, I rolled 30 initiatives for all these guards, if that was what you were about to ask me.
Okay.
And then Reginald.
Hey Reginald, did you roll that with a disadvantage?
That's a good
yeah,
point.
Because you
I
have
should,
this.
don't
If I remember right, you have a point of exhaustion.
Does that give advantage on initiative?
Initiative
No,
is
it
an
just-
ability check,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's literally all ability checks, yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that it? Oh, I thought it was my speed for some reason.
Disadvantage on ability checks. At level
Oh,
1
you're right,
exhaustion.
you're
Yeah.
right. Well, okay, I can roll again. Okay, I have 2 now. Oh no, I have 4. Sorry.
Not
Okay.
to
Subtract
So,
one
still
instead
the
of
same
adding.
spot.
not to be
All right.
not to be a rules hound here. I
No,
just
no,
wanna,
that's cool,
yeah,
that's cool.
like I just want to
Um,
make sure.
As you all prepare, behind the tables, you see 3 people set up with heavy crossbows and fire into the guards. 2 of the guards are stricken dead immediately.
Damn.
Sucks to be them. Should have bought some plot armor.
Yeah. That brings us to Mateo.
I'd like to, if possible, twin cast hideous laughter.
Okay. What is the save on that?
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I got an 18 and an 8, so 1 fails.
Yes.
Sir.
Let's
Fallen. He falls to the ground, cackling loudly. That brings us up to Ozzy.
I guess I'll go to the one that's not laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How many did you say there were?
There were 3 that you
3.
see right now.
Okay, so I guess whichever one that's not one of the 2 that's not laughing, and I'll hit him with my staff.
All right.
16 hit.
Hits.
One.
Just for visual detail for everyone watching, as they entered this big long room at the front of the house, it's roughly rectangular in shape going to the left. The tables and things blocking the other rooms that they were searching, especially the one that had the trap door. The traps were set very near to the entrance that you've seen so far. So that just to help everyone with a visual cue.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
That's my turn.
All right. That brings us to you, Reginald.
Yickety yickety. That's me. Okay, so I'm gonna try and like take cover against literally anything.
I mean, you've got plenty of guards in front of
Yeah.
you for cover, so
That's cool. Then I'll try and thread the needle and not hit them as I shoot a ray of frost.
all right.
I guess the puzzle box kind of floats above and then snipes, you know. Fuck.
Hacker.
That's a 13 to
Hits.
hit. Oh, nice. Okay. 4 cold damage.
4 damage. Is that on the one that Ozzy is striking, or the one that is the other one that's
if
not laughing?
If I have the choice, I would focus fire.
Okay, so the one that Ozzy's fighting.
Yep.
All right. At this point, the 4 guards remaining start pushing forward. There's a lot of people in this room, so they're being very careful not to hit each other or other people other than the enemy. So only 2 of them are able to make attacks this turn. They both hit. Jesus.
Nice.
Where is it? Why do I not have a D6? What is going on here? Pardon me. There we go. Couple 6s. Okay. So the two that strike against the other one that you're not fighting, Ozzy, they instantly cut him down.
Pretty cool.
The rest of the guards at the back of the room are trying to push in, but there really isn't room for them. So they're going to have to wait until the fighting kind of clears up some.
Yep.
That brings us back up to you, Mateo.
All right. I'd like to cast Mind Sliver on the guy that's fighting Ozzy. He needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence save?
Yes.
13.
Okay, then he takes 4 damage, and if he has to make a saving throw, he loses 1d4.
Okay. That brings us back up to our 2 remaining assassins. Do they get a save on Tasha's?
I think so. Let me just make sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I know it's at the end of turn if there is one, but...
The target must succeed saving throw, blah, blah. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target makes another wisdom saving throw.
So the end of its first turn. Does a 14
Yeah,
succeed?
they make it then. Yep.
Okay, so the one stops laughing. What am I rolling for on the other one? Oh, it's the other one's attack turn. An 18 for one of the guards. And hits, but doesn't kill. All right. That brings us back up to you, Ozzy.
Swinging again.
All right.
13.
Hits.
Do it.
8 points of damage.
Oh, pardon me. You kill him.
Okay.
Or I guess if you're doing non-lethal, you don't.
Punch him through.
Oh
the
no,
heart.
I'm not doing non-lethal. He's
Okay,
dead.
so you crack this dude's head right open. You're left with the one that is still prone, but is no longer laughing at your feet. He's very close to you, Ozzy. Reginald, he would have full cover from you because of the table, but it is your turn. Unless you'd like to push through and get right up in his face.
Rather not.
I just
Uh,
thought I'd make the option apparent.
yeah. Option: kill yourself. Okay, I'll avoid that one. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, does he have total cover? Otherwise, I'll take a punch.
He's basically, you can't see him because of the
Alright,
table.
then I
He's
won't
laying
bother
prone
it,
behind the
'cause-
table.
Yeah, I could potentially hit like Ozzy or something. So I'll just kind of chill behind the fucking swarm of soldiers. I'll just
Alright.
going ham. I'll just be like, okay, I did my job.
The 4 remaining guards, one of which is heavily wounded, are going to all strike down on him and kill him because he's prone and they have advantage.
Yeah, pretty much.
As they all push forward, though, you feel the stone floor bow underneath you all, Ozzy, you included. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's not good.
Fail,
Thanks.
fail, succeed.
Fuck. 11. That's a fail, I guess.
14.
19.
14, 11, 19. Okay. Those of you at the edge, so I would consider Mateo and Reginald at the edge of this, you succeed. Ozzy, you, through your deaf goblin quickness, take a big leap backwards as the floor collapses beneath you and the 4 guards that were standing near you fall through and down into the basement area. As they fall through, you hear shots from heavy crossbows ring out and screams of pain. But you are all safe, for the moment, in the party anyway. Yeah. That brings us back up to you, Mateo.
Let's see. Can I?
The hole is not large enough, or not so large that you can't get around it to get to the trapdoor, just so you know. It's not
Okay.
like a leap.
Since I have 2 daggers on me, I'm gonna grab 1 dagger, cast light on it, and drop it in.
As you do that, the area is illuminated down below. You can see 3 or 4 rough figures standing with heavy crossbows, reloading as fast as they can.
Is it 3 or is it 4?
3 or 4. It's not a clear sight. I mean,
Okay.
this hole isn't perfectly the shape of the room. You see 3 or 4.
Okay.
I might like to hurry up and get past the hole, I guess, if I can, if there's space.
Yeah, you have room to walk around and kind of creep through towards the trapdoor. That brings us to Ozzy.
Do I have visual sight on one of them down there?
Yeah, you see several down there if you'd like to throw a dart or something.
Yep. Throw a dart. Are they within 20 feet?
Yeah. Otherwise, the light spell would not reach them.
17 to hit.
Hits.
Six points of damage.
All right. You hit one of them, he cries out and then steps away from the light quickly after getting hit
After I throw that, I'll move around to the other, like around the.
towards the trapdoor.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to you, Reginald.
Still keeping an eye down into the hole. So.
Yep.
Down in the hole. Okay.
Did you just
guess-
Alice in Chains?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Nah, I
It's
did
what?
not. It's the theme song from The Wire. Uncultured swine. Anyways, I'm gonna look down the hole.
Yep.
And so I see 3 or 4, right?
Yep.
Is there any ally down there aside from the soldiers? I assume they're kind of looking dead.
Yeah, they're very dead.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't be sure.
The light from his dagger is on their corpses. You would see them very clearly. Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna drop the box, the puzzle box down there.
Mhm.
And as I throw it down, it starts to spin and like sort of does this dynamo effect, and it starts to expand this blue energy as I cast Shatter. And they all need to make a Constitution saving throw, or whoever you think gets hit.
How
It's,
large is the spell's area of effect?
10-foot radius sphere.
Okay. And are you centering it at the edge of the bodies so that you can catch more people?
I am centering it wherever it is best to center it to catch as many people as I can.
And it's Constitution, you said?
Yeah, con.
Okay. All but 2. Well, what's your DC?
My DC is should be 12.
All but 3 fail.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so that's 5 plus. Holy shit, that's 18 thunder damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, here
Suddenly,
we go.
what you suddenly what you saw, what you thought you saw of 3 or 4 people, 6 or 7 dwarven bodies are thrown across the room, slamming to the ground prone, unmoving.
Yeah. Also, any non-magical object in the area basically explodes.
Oh, a bunch of naked dudes hit the ground. Yeah, that was very, very good. Are you
How's he
moving
get down
to
here?
the trapdoor as well?
I'm gonna stay where I am up there.
Okay,
vantage
keeping
point.
your line of sight.
Yeah.
At this point, another small group of guards starts pushing through the room. Another 8 or 10 or so start pushing through to get in towards the trapdoor that you guys had mentioned to them. That brings us back up to you, Mateo. You're at the trapdoor now.
Is it closed?
It is not. It is cracked so that they could come and go.
Okay. I would like to grab like my last dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can put light on several things, I think. Yeah, okay.
I don't
So-
think it's concentration. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay, so I'll make light again, throw it in just to see if it's safe first.
Okay. As you toss the dagger in, seems clear.
And does there seem like there's anything for me to hide it behind? Or
As you look down there, it looks like most of the cover is back towards the tunnel. So you can't really hide anywhere. You drop down directly into the room.
When he
I
did
guess-
that, I got a question.
Yeah.
Since I'm staring at the hole,
Mhm.
not the trap door, but the hole that fell through. When he dropped that dagger in, do I see any kind of movement for like, and that it's like I'm trying to see if they connect, like the tunnel and that trap door, like the hole.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
all one big square, like big rectangular area.
Okay, that's what.
With
Okay,
like slight left to the tunnel.
gotcha.
So
So if I go into the hole, I know that I can
you're
get
in
to,
the room
okay,
with everybody. Yeah.
gotcha.
You just know that it's about a 20-foot fall through that hole.
Right.
I think I will wait till I have more backup.
Okay.
Yeah, Mateo will wait.
There's no one down in the hole right now, other than a bunch of shattered corpses. It is your turn, Ozzy.
Okay, so looking down into the hole, I don't see anybody, right?
Nope. You've got 60-foot dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Nope. You're good.
Okay, so I know there's probably, at least from what I can see, there's nobody within 60 feet. I
Yeah.
can see.
So almost into the tunnel is as far as you can see.
Okay. And there's no cover or anything that I can drop down into.
I mean, there's cover, like there are tables and things blocking, facing your way.
Right, but I know
so
which...
it would work as cover for you if you got there.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if I know where the tunnel goes, I can drop down and still be in cover from the tunnel facing me. So if I drop down,
If
I
you
know
drop down
I'm
and
not...
rush one of the tables, yeah.
Okay. That's... Yeah. I'm going to drop down right behind one of the tables as close as I can to.
Okay. So 20 feet. You take 3 damage. Unless you'd like... Well, actually, make an acrobatics check for me. My bad.
Acrobatics.
Break your neck.
I might. That's a 5. I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, 3 damage. I rolled your damage before giving you a check. That's my bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 3 damage as you fall. You're not prone or anything. It hurts a little, but you're good.
So once I land, ow, and then I'll immediately go to behind one of the tables just to make sure, like, I don't get shot from anything.
All right. So as you rush the table, you're good. You get there. You got cover, you think.
Keywords.
And I don't see anything once I get down there.
Nope. Looking down into the tunnel, it's just inky blackness about 60 feet ahead.
Okay. Do I know roughly where the trapdoor is, and I can let them know, hey, it's safe, you can drop
The
down?
trapdoor is behind you. You would have dropped past it and ran forward.
Oh,
So the trapdoor is
okay.
back behind you, yeah. It's at the edge of the room, opposite corners from the tunnel.
Okay, so I know behind me they can drop down into the okay.
Yes.
I will just let them know, hey, it's safe, you can drop down behind me.
Okay. That brings us to...
And I guess I'll hold an action, like a dart throw, if I see anything coming.
All right.
I don't, yeah.
Reginald, you are up. You watch Ozzy drop down the hole and take off deeper in. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I do not.
So he disappears into the darkness.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Reginald briefly considers jumping through the hole to look cool, but then just goes to the trapdoor.
I like it. So after getting to the trapdoor and going down, you'd basically be out of movement.
Yeah. Also can't see shit.
You'd be able to see where the
So there should be
the
light.
light is-
Dagger. I
yeah.
can see the dagger, right, but not in the tunnel. So
Right.
Next turn I'll just be grabbing the dagger pretty much. I guess when I'll be like preparing a ray of frost in case something comes out the tunnel.
Okay. At this point, some of the guards start hopping down the hole. A few of them taking damage, but making it down as best they can, not trying to be cramped into that little corner where the trapdoor is. After seeing Ozzy hop down, they figure it must be fairly safe. You've got 6 or so guards down there with you, Ozzy.
Cool. So I know there's 6 or so guards are near me, and
Yes.
Reginald's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you would see Mateo's dagger at Reginald's feet.
Okay. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Or in your hands. I don't know if you said you picked it up, Reginald.
I pick it up if it's if
It's
I
within
can.
reach. Yeah, he dropped it right down the trapdoor, so if you want
And
it,
I
you
get
can
it.
grab it. All right, that brings us back up to you, Mateo, standing at the top of the trapdoor.
Can can I try and take point?
As in, drop down the hole and start pushing forward? Yeah. You push up roughly where Ozzy is.
I'll say, as he gets to me, I'm going to say stop. Just because I don't know that he's in his right head.
I'm fine.
He says that, I'm going to tell one of the guards, hold him back.
They pretty quickly kind of step forward, weapons drawn, shields up.
Don't hurt
watching
him.
closely.
Yeah, watch him closely.
I told you I'm fine.
Okay. You're still not going up there without the rest of us first, so.
Mateo's just gonna look a bit frustrated because Mateo does think that this might be the key to all of his worries, but yeah, just leave it at that.
Hey, can you like slide a little bit more into the camera? Yeah, there you go. I'm literally getting like half your face.
As
Well, because you only know half of Mateo, soon it won't be Mateo anymore.
That's true.
I hope you've got your Mind Flayer cosplay ready. Very suddenly, after Mateo is held up and stopped by these guards, you hear feet coming down the tunnel, coming towards you. A lot of feet.
Do I see anybody? As soon as I see anybody, I'm
You
letting
would you would pretty
I'm throwing
quickly
my
see
dart.
them, yeah.
As soon as I see somebody, I'm throwing my dart.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Damn, aggressive.
6.
All right.
I don't think that hits anybody.
It does not. But you throw the dart into the darkness and into the crowd that is emerging.
Wait.
Ozzy, you see.
Can I pick up the dagger that was glowing and throw it instead?
Yeah.
Just so I can use that as light and see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would allow that.
Let me do that
I
instead.
have it.
Okay.
Well, he said he had
There's two of
2.
Yeah,
Does light
Oh, you have 2? My
does
God.
light have concentration? I don't think it does.
no, it doesn't. I just
It
checked.
does?
It does not.
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
I
yeah,
didn't-
we'll say you throw the light dagger down the hallway. That's
And
fine.
Now we can kind of see how many people are
Yeah.
coming in. Yeah.
Probably 10 people
Oh,
are sprinting up
shit.
the hallway towards all of you. Ozzy, you're in cover. You throw the dagger and light up the group.
Uh-huh.
That would let it. You would be able to see them now, Reginald. So you could go ahead and roll your ray of frost.
Oh, actually,
Where's my
sorry.
tape?
The spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
Ah.
Oh, okay, so that dagger would not be
yeah,
lit.
yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So the
So,
one that Reginald has is the one that's lit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rolling
So-
a 10.
rolling a 10. That does not hit, but the ray of frost illuminates the group enough that you can actually see the large group coming towards you.
Okay.
It brings us to Ozzy. It's your turn.
Okay.
Okay, so they were lit up a little bit to where I can see them.
Well, you can see them because of your dark vision.
Oh, okay.
They're within
Yeah,
60
yeah.
feet of you.
They're within 60 feet.
Yeah.
So if I throw a dart, I have to roll with disadvantage because they're. No, it's a straight roll. But
Yeah.
they're beyond 60 feet.
What would you be at disadvantage?
60.
Because of range.
Beyond 60 feet.
Ah,
Right, they're not
Yeah.
beyond. They're
Yeah,
they're within 60.
Okay.
They've got about a
They're
turn
onto
before
you.
they close.
8 to hit.
Doesn't hit. You whip another dart into the darkness, just barely missing the group.
Yeah.
Dort.
I'll just yell to the guards. Fucking. Yeah.
Fuck him up! At this point, Reginald, it's your turn.
So we're in this. Still in the basement, right? And they're coming
Yes.
from the hallway.
They're charging from the tunnel, yes.
Okay. I just yell, retreat, retreat, come on, come back. And I cast Dragon's Breath on Reggie. And I tell him, go on, boy, as he goes, skitters, and waits on the side of the entrance. And when they come in, he's gonna fucking roast them.
Okay. As you say retreat, a bunch of the guards will step back and assume almost a phalanx with their swords and shields, getting ready. Ozzy, for you, they're about 10 feet back, so you're at the forefront of where this attack will be, just so you know.
Yeah.
When they
Bottlenecks,
close the
baby.
gap.
Right.
Bottleneck. And that's my turn.
Brings us back up to Mateo.
I'm guessing I'm forced to retreat now, considering.
The
Sure.
guards who were watching you, after hearing a call for retreat, have not paid any attention to you now. They are focused on the tunnel because they hear a thunderous roar of footsteps coming towards them.
I guess I'll just move back with them, and if I see anybody, I'll use Firebolt.
All right, so you're holding a firebolt. At this point, the group of assassins closes to almost base to base with you, Ozzy.
Okay.
And they are going to start firing into the phalanx of guards. They don't see you hiding under the table. You're roughly the height of the table.
Right.
So you're lucky in this aspect. That is a miss and 2 hits. And 3 more misses because I hate my life. And a natural 20. Okay. So I gotta roll a bunch of damage real quick. Three of the guards that are down in the tunnel with you fall dead to heavy crossbow bolts slamming into them. That brings us back up to you, Ozzy.
I'm going to use my full 40 feet of movement to get the fuck back.
All right.
I'm assuming that because I'm hidden, I'm not going to get an attack of opportunity from any of them, right?
The table is blocking them from doing any melee hits.
Okay, so
they would have to reach over the table to hit you, and they don't have time because it's a reaction.
Right. I'm just going to haul ass. And if I need to use a key point for Step of the Wind, I will to get...
You've got enough spacing to where you would get behind the guards.
Let's say 40 feet of movement. Well, I'm trying to get to behind Reggie of where his attack's going to be.
Yeah.
You're already behind that.
As you pass by, you see Reggie like starting to spout a bunch of flames from his mouth.
Yeah, as long as I'll back up at as far as I can get to everybody else. Make sure I'm not gonna get
clear of the fire.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Make sure you jump as well. So you make it
and then I guess as I'm doing that, I'll throw a dart in the process. I guess.
Right. Go ahead, roll an attack.
Natural fucking 2. So nope.
All right. Whipping another dart into the darkness. You hear it clang against the stonework behind them. Reginald, you are up.
Okay. I guess I'll throw the dagger as hard as I can through the tunnel, just to light it.
You successfully throw it. It's not a check or anything. Unless you're trying to hit someone.
Nah, just like a,
Yeah, you light up the group. There's 10 of them.
Yeah, and then Ray of Frost, as I'm still waiting on Reggie to do his thing. So Ray of Frost, that would be nope, never mind. It just hits like the entrance of the tunnel, like it hits the roof.
Okay. Frost spidering out into the rocks. What is the trigger for Reggie? Because they are in front of him now.
The trigger is basically it's a 15-foot cone, so when like half of them are in it, he'll just blah.
Well, they are well within, so if you'd like to go ahead and roll.
All right.
Is it saving throws for them?
I
don't know.
It's dex saves for them.
Okay. It is...
They take half if they succeed.
Okay, so there's 10 of them. What's the DC on the save?
12.
12? 2 successes.
$11 fire damage, or half.
Okay, so... Would be... He actually manages to roast 6 of them. Okay. So 6 from 10 is 4. So there's 4 left standing, charred but alive. After Reggie's gout of fire breath hits them. That brings us to the guards. A few more are going to hop down, back up to roughly 10 down in the hole with all of you.
We have numbers now.
Yes. Well, they're starting to be able to get down and get into the fight.
Right.
Because of the blockage being at the door.
Right.
There's 6 of them that drop down and get ready to fight, but that is their action, is getting down there. And there are 4 of them that are going to charge forward with swords drawn and attack. 3 hits. 4 hits. Okay. Kills. There are 2 of the assassins left standing. So they cut down 2 of the assassins. There's 2 left, and there's 10 guards down in the tunnel with you. That brings us back up to you, Mateo.
Do I actually have line of sight with all the people in front of me?
Yeah. You're taller, roughly. These are
Okay.
dwarves, so
Yeah, the dwarves. Yeah.
I will use Firebolt.
all right.
And I rolled a 20 to attack. And I
Dirty
rolled,
20 or natural?
dirty.
Okay,
Yeah, and I
Go ahead.
rolled 1 damage.
1 damage. Nice.
Wow, all that.
He's like,
That brings us up to the 2 remaining assassins who are going to pull scimitars and swing on the guard. 2 hits. Pretty good hits. But the guards do not fall. So they're still 10 and 2. That brings us to you, Ozzy. There's still 2 assassins that you can see in combat with the guard.
Cool. Throwing another dart.
All right.
I'm not flanking with any of them, I assume, right?
No, it's all pretty much
Straight
face
line,
to face. Yeah.
11 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
This dice
so
has
you-
for 2 weeks in a row. This dice has fucked me.
Yeah.
I think it's time to swap out. So
that's definitely how dice work.
yeah,
for
it's not
sure.
odds.
oh,
I'm still using the first set of dice I ever bought. So
well, I have.
Same
have-
actually.
stop it! Don't be a Laura Bailey. Don't
He's
do that.
Dude's
Getting
a
there.
literal goblin.
I'm
Literal
getting
dice
there.
goblin.
Literal dice goblin.
Getting there.
All right, so that brings us up to Reginald then, after the dart throw.
You know, I'm just gonna take. You know, I'm gonna take a chill pill and ray of frost until they're done. Really.
Neither one of those because they both rolled
Sure.
single digits. So
So that's 19 to hit. That's a good.
Definitely
one.
hits. Jeez.
All right, 3 damage.
3 damage. So you fell one of the last 2 assassins. There's only 1 left standing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just hands on hips, just kind of waiting, and the puzzle box is just going pew pew pew.
The 10 guard that are down in there encircle the 1 remaining assassin and start just slashing away.
It's clobbering time.
Hit.
I think we found a winner.
Winner with chicken
4
dinner.
hits. That's 5 hits. 6 hits. He's dead. 6 hits even on ones. He's done. So they pretty quickly encircle and cut down the last remaining assassin, the room falling silent. Seems like combat's clear,
For now.
but the tunnel lies ahead.
Should we wait for Baron? If he hasn't showed up, I'd say we wait for Baron
Yeah, we should probably wait. Fine.
before we push forward.
Give us time to maybe
Take a short rest. If I don't know that we'll get a short rest. It's what, an hour, right?
An
take a
hour.
breather.
Yeah.
But
Take a breather,
The-
but I don't know that we're gonna get. Yeah.
At this
we-
point, Rin comes
also-
down the trapdoor and just loosely directs his guards to make a shield wall at the tunnel entrance and just keep an eye out. The tunnel is probably wide enough for 3 people or so they're actually layered, like 3 layers deep, just watching down the tunnel, being careful.
well, I've scouted out a bit, but we can at least check it out and move slowly, and I'm sure Baron will catch up in time.
Mateo, how are you feeling?
I told you I'm fine.
Gotta get snippy.
Well, you kind of just told a couple of men that I'm dangerous, and
You're
they
dangerous.
helped me back. I'm fine. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the tone is convincing me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're all taking a short few moments to just relax, calm
Yeah.
back down.
I say whenever we're done having our roleplay conversation, we can slowly move forward, I guess.
Well, I'm setting Reggie first, skittering through, passing on to the
Smart man.
All right.
dwarf.
Does
Um,
Reggie have dark vision?
Dude, he's a fucking lizard. Give me a break. Let me
They didn't give cats dark vision, so if a lizard has one, I'm gonna be pissed.
let me triple check. I mean, cats don't have dark vision. They're just nocturnal. They don't have dark vision. They can't actually see in the dark, so makes sense. Lizards.
I learned something today, guys. I'm scared.
I know, right?
I could have sworn.
Nah, they just I don't remember the term, but they can't. If there's no light, there's no light, right?
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and roll a perception check at
They
disadvantage. for
do
little
have
Reggie.
dark vision.
Nice.
Okay.
So go ahead and
but
roll
then
a
minus
perception
one.
check for him. Then
Okay.
Straight up roll.
Ah, fuck, that's cocked. That's 1.
Reggie pushes forward into the tunnel a short ways. Doesn't see anything. Just
It's small tunnel.
yeah, the tunnel seems to go for a distance, a fair distance.
Well, Reggie will keep moving
going.
forward until because like on this side, Reginald is just sitting on the ground waiting, right? And he's
Right.
just looking through Reginald, and he's just gonna keep going until he sees something noteworthy.
All right.
What's your
As he
range
pushes forward,
with him?
It's
Curious.
100. Okay, it's true. It's 100 feet. I guess, and what I can do is give Reggie a command before he leaves my range that he should turn back
Yeah.
when he meets something.
So after probably 200 feet or so of watching Reggie walk through, you do finally. He sees light ahead, and quickly turns around to come back towards you. So after a short time, Reggie gets back within range, and you are back in full control, having seen that there is some light ahead. But Reggie decided it was better to not push into that light for fear of getting caved again.
Yeah. I guess I'll just say, looks like the tunnel ends in an opening with light. So that will be taken by surprise.
All right, so you guys are going to go ahead and push forward then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suicidal dwarfs can go first.
Okay, so the garter at the front, we lost, what was that, 4 and 6, so roughly 20 or so dwarves
Jeez.
start pushing
we have-
forward.
We have like 5 left or something.
No,
Oh,
there's
we
like,
have 20 left.
yeah, there's like 20 left. You
okay.
lost about
Okay.
10 in that fight.
I thought you were like 20 died. I'm like, what?
No, they're all gone. You're alone. It's just you and Rin. But as you all push forward, then they are at the front. And about 200 feet ahead, there is light at the entrance. As you
The end of the
go
tunnel,
out
yeah.
at the end of the tunnel, yeah, rather than the entrance. As you come out of the tunnel, it opens into a much wider open space. The ceiling looks to be 300, 400 feet up. It's a very, very big space. And as you walk in, there are torch sconces on either side lighting this exit into this area. And in front of you, you see what looks like a huge living space. It looks like bedrolls and tables, and there's a fire where food is made. It's a big space, very large, but no one inside at all. Just a big open, lived-in area with no people at first glance. Rin commands the guards forward, and they push out into the area, creating kind of a loose line of shields in front of you. But the area is a little too large for 20 guys to cover, wide line. As you push forward, it seems clear. There is another exit at the far end of this area into another tunnel, but this area just looks empty.
That's the only exit?
Yeah, there's just one in front. It's a much larger tunnel entrance this time. It looks more natural than the banged out wall in the basement. So
Guess as well we'll go probably. Although I guess I kind of want to just take a look around in the living space. Like, how many people live there? Is it?
as you're counting bedrolls, looking at how lived in the space is, it looks like there was probably 40, 50 people living here.
Okay.
It's a huge space with a lot of belongings in here, but no people.
So we encountered something like a dozen, 15 or so, and the space for at least 30 more or so, or something like that. So
roughly,
we should expect that much resistance, huh?
Rin turns around to the group of you. So, deeper into the tunnels, then.
Now, I look to Matteo.
I say
Getting
we wait
anything?
until Baron gets here.
Why?
I don't know what's ahead.
Well, yeah.
I'd
You
rather
think
have more
Bradley?
muscle.
Look,
We've
we
all
can.
seen what he can do in a fight.
Sure. So, look, for all we know, he just fucked off because he was scared. Okay.
Mm, eh, probably.
I
don't.
mean, he spent yesterday getting hammered because he couldn't deal with it, and whatever. Look, the point is, we're gonna be slow anyway. We're gonna be methodical and slow, so I'm sure Varen can catch up on his time.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe he did
I mean,
just leave us because he's scared.
probably not. Look, the point is, we get them on the defensive. It's time to strike now, not just wait around.
So
Okay.
you push into the far tunnel then, leaving the well-lit interior of this huge space.
I want to look
Okay.
around. Before we do that, I do want to look around. See.
Oh, I forgot I had this spell. I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights,
Okay.
and
So you
globes of light appear nearby.
okay. So you light up the area even better. The what was once like low torch light in here, dim light, is now fairly bright across most of the space, wherever Reginald is roughly. Um, you don't find a whole lot. I mean, there's little sacks of belongings, mostly food and things like that. If you'd like to, you could mark down 15 gold found throughout some of the stuff as you're searching bedrolls and things. Other than that, it's just kind of supplies for living in this space. It doesn't look like these people had much. After your search, which probably takes, I don't know, 20 minutes or so of this area, you hear what sounds like heavy footsteps coming from the tunnel behind you. And pretty quickly, Varen appears, much to the chagrin of the guards, who have now turned around and are ready to fight whatever was coming to kill them. He looks up. You can just see this man is like exhausted. Like he looks like he hasn't stopped drinking in 2 days, and he's just bags under the eyes, gross looking, sweaty. And he goes, "I made it. Let's go kill some scary shit." And he just kind of like runs up to the rest of the group.
Is help coming?
Yep. Give it an hour or two, maybe 3, maybe 5. They're on their way.
Yeah, well, that's good news.
Alright, well, I don't think that's gonna be useful, but okay. I guess we push
Look.
forward.
We
All
can
right.
push forward. If we meet resistance, we don't have to engage. We can pin them down or something. The thing is, we don't know how big these tunnels are, so at least we can map them out.
Okay.
At this point, Rin directs the group of guards to start pushing forward down the tunnel. Are you sending Reggie ahead again, Reginald?
Yup, 100
All
feet
right.
ahead of me.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for little Reggie.
While
Ooh,
we
17.
17.
Uh,
Yes, Mateo.
can I like vibe check if I feel anything? Like, kind of-
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you
Let's
actually.
Oh,
check
yeah.
the vibes.
Radio signal. Boop, boop.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Perception.
Seems the best equivalent right now.
21.
21. As you reach out with your mind, feeling for anything aberrant, you do feel it. For the first time,
Feel it.
a strong feeling that it is close, and you are coming upon it.
Since I do sense that it's really close, so Mattia will tap whoever's in front of him like on the shoulder and say, "We're getting close. Get ready."
As you reach out and your mind touches that feeling, you feel a touchback, and that feeling behind your eye recedes, gets stronger, and then lays dormant again. Yeah. The weird headache growing strong and then disappearing completely for a moment.
Hey, if it's that strong, perhaps we should take a beat, take a minute.
And do what? Wait here in turn so that you get, blown away from two sides. Great.
Well, I expected this place to be a bit bigger. It's up to you, I suppose.
Baron at this point goes, I mean, we could take an hour or so. Hopefully, cavalry will come and we'll be good.
Right.
I mean, they don't have anywhere to run that we know of, and if they do, it's just deeper into these holes. We can route them out no matter what.
I would agree, but we lack information.
I think we're safer in a well-lit room than we are in a tunnel we don't know. Looks like some of those guards are worse for wear.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Alright.
All right, let's retreat then. Get back to the hall, and we'll hunker down there for an hour or so.
Okay.
By
As
our
you
wounds.
all settle in for the evening, or not for the evening rather, but for the hour, you hear what sounds like two sets of footsteps coming down the tunnel behind you. Varen quickly hops up. They're with me. We've got help. And with that, we're going to end the session.
Okay.
Cool.
The cavalry has
Right.
arrived.
All right.
Underbark.
It's actually mind flayers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, can you check for my player? Show me your blood.
So we're taking a short rest, basically, right?
Yeah, so this will count as a short rest, and this will be our picking up point next session. So you can roll hit dice to get yourself back up if you're hurt. If you're not, then whatever.
Fuck. I always fuck up the wizard arcane recovery
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, do you round up or down? I think it's up. Otherwise,
I never know because I don't play
Perfect.
wizards.
Cool. Back to
Nah, he must be down.
full health.
Ayo.
Back to full health. I was never below full health.
I took a shot, so well, and it was more.
So, what do you think? Are you happy that I mind flared your ass?
Did you?
Ugh. My plans, they're all coming together.
I mean, I didn't think it would happen like this, but I did like leave it open so that it could be whatever, and I'm quite happy with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Arcane recovery.
Fun stuff. We got a big fight ahead of us. Hopefully next week.
Oh, yeah.
Big boss battle
Joey,
coming.
I don't know, man. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like
I
a
don't know.
cakewalk to me.
I mean, so far.
Until you find out I'm the real BBEG.
Dude, I know it.
Until
What
we
do
find
you
out
think?
Mateo's
I don't know that.
Mateo's the villain.
Don't think I don't have Discord
I'm right
open for
behind you.
any reason.
Yeah.
Suddenly his skin peels off and he turns into a 7-foot-tall purple tentacle monster.
All right. Well, good session, guys.
Right, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, that's it for us for this week. And yeah, it appears that we're gonna have 2 special guests next week. Stay tuned to our Twitter and stuff, and keep an eye out to see who those are gonna be. Along with some other fun stuff we got going on this week. So, should be fun times. Looking forward to that. Yeah, like I said, this will get uploaded, so keep an eye out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching.
Cool.
See you.